My warmest greetings to all the viewers. Today, I would like to talk about my transformational journey during the lockdown. Lockdown, the word which tastes so familiar and rolls out of our tongues with surprising amount of ease. The first time I heard this word was on the night of 24th March 2020. My 13-year-old self was quite unable to comprehend what exactly lockdown entailed and what the coming months would bring. However, I was extremely happy knowing that I would not have to go to school for some time and would get a break from studies. However, I couldn't have been further away from the truth. Physical school stopped, but learning didn't. The online medium of learning threw a lot of challenges at me. The biggest of which was Zoom not responding or internet not working. The internet gave up on me, but I didn't give up on it. This endless war that I waged against all the electronic devices in my house taught me one big virtue: patience. The me from last year would start hyperventilating if the schedule went awry by even a minute. But sitting here in the year 2021, I must say that I'm a lot more relaxed. All the troubles that I had with the electronic devices actually taught me a lot. The thing I missed most about school was the tiffin break and sharing my food with my friends. Whenever something good would be cooked at home, I would inevitably be reminded of everyone in class crowding around the one person with the best tiffin. The loneliness felt overwhelming at these times. But then I always remembered that I had some amazing people, my friends, who were always just a call or text away. Honestly, my relationship with my friends improved over the lockdown period. And there were less conflicts because I understood that every relationship needs space to blossom. Previous to the lockdown, I used to spend a lot of time with my friends who are incidentally also my classmates. And somehow, knowingly or unknowingly, we invaded each other's private space. Staying physically apart from each other let us be our candid selves, and it allowed me to count my lucky stars to have so many supportive people in my life. I also learned a lot of new things about my family members and other relatives. Earlier, I used to be so wrapped up in my own life, I never stopped to get to know the people I lived with a bit better. Now, the lockdown also meant that there would be no going to the cinemas, restaurants, or parties as such. In fact, Kolkata's biggest festival, Durga Puja, was toned down. I felt very down after experiencing all this. But then I discovered that I found an immense amount of pleasure in baking. So if I ever got bored reading, which was highly unlikely in the first place, I would devote my time to cooking. This helped me learn a lot of new life skills. Earlier, I dreaded going into the kitchen, afraid that I would burn myself even before I lit the stove. However, now that fear has lessened a lot. Today, I would like to end by talking about mental and physical health. I learned that if you want to keep your mental health up, you need to be physically active because the word emotion has motion in it. Towards the beginning of the lockdown, I became very inactive, and that led me to having a lot of anxiety. So, after I consciously started working out and made an effort to pull myself out of any negative space, I could see that my life was getting back on track. And I also learned something, that if you think a lot about results which is not in your hands, you will get anxiety. So just keep giving in your best and have faith on yourself. Thank you.